kg of fear.
Really though? But I didn't get scared, did I?
No, you didn't.
Just get up, ow, and do it.
She doesn't scare.
Life is good.
I've learned to complain less about life and just to go with the punches.
Life has been very great. Life has been fantastic. Ups and downs, but great.
I think human beings, especially me, we're always looking to try and see how we can improve life day by day. But if I'm going to be grateful, I'm going to say life is good. It could be better, but life is very good.
They're really interesting days, but sometimes it's so amazing. Like, you just don't want it to end. You know what they say, life is for the living. And I'm happy to be living life.
My biggest fear has been fear of failure, and that remarkably has made me stagnant at one point in my life.
One of my biggest fears was, especially going to Big Brother house, was fear of validation, being accepted. Will people like me? How will people receive me? Oh my God, they're gonna hate me because they're gonna say this, they're gonna say that about me.
My biggest fear, the one thing that has given me sleepless nights, is not reaching my full potentials, not doing the best that I can, and of course not exploring all of my talents, and also not doing my mom proud.
My biggest fear was graduating university. What was I gonna do after school? Because I can't lie to you, I didn't have no clue.
Mentor, I see myself in you, you inspire me, how can I be more like you? That's a huge responsibility because there were a lot of eyes on me, and the fear of it was letting all these people who looked up to me, letting them down.
I've never told this story before, but when I first started with Misoki shoes, I got the first shipments, and the shoes pretty much just sat in my house for 3 months because of fear. The fear of not being able to make a success out of the business. And then one day I was like, well, what's the worst that can happen really? Okay, so if I start this thing and it doesn't work out, and
so I left a career in consulting, one that was going pretty well, to chase my dreams. I decided that I wanted to be on television, I wanted to be a presenter, and that's what I wanted to do with my life. And that singular act in itself kind of unleashed the biggest fear that I have faced in my life ever.
I had never presented live on a popular, by the time I started on the beat was very popular. Everyone was telling me millions of people across Nigeria were listening, in Nigeria, outside Nigeria. I had friends in the UK that were listening. I was scared I would say the wrong thing, that I'd jumble myself. I was scared people would be like, where did you find this girl? You're not as good as Olisa, go back. I was just so scared.
Most times you hear, oh, your name was dropped on my table last week. I don't know if I'm going to get the job. I hear about a major gig, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it because there are a lot of fantastic actors out there. You go for auditions regularly and you do your reading and they give you the thank you very much, good job. everybody has that expression, but really you don't know what's to come, because most of those people with the expression have never called back.
One of my biggest life lessons was at the Lagos Marathon. I'd been preparing for weeks, trying to get myself in shape to run 10 kilometers. And as the race started, I noticed that at about a kilometer and a half, I started to feel one of my legs start to drag slightly. I was a bit embarrassed to scream at him and say, Fola, I'm quitting, because that was what I felt like doing at the time. So my plan was to catch up to him and tell him, hey, I'm quitting, I'm going home.
So I was the head of marketing for one of the top 5 e-commerce companies in Nigeria. I had also, over those years, since my uni days, been involved in drama, mostly in church. And I started dabbling in a few movies and films and short films and web series. Till it got to a point where it seemed like life was nudging me to take on acting as a full-time career. So I started to ponder on this and started to think really deep about what I really wanted from my life and how I wanted to live.
What made me uncage my fear of failure was the fact that I knew how to break free early enough.
Somehow Fola kept his pace, and because I was a bit exhausted, I couldn't catch up with him, so I kept trailing him, and I said, okay, I probably would do that in the next kilometer. And it just went like a breeze. Next time I'll notice who was at the 8th kilometer. I actually caught up with him a few yards to the end of the race, and by the time I caught up with him, I was like, hey Fola, I want to quit, I'm going home. And he says, me too, let's go and rest at the other side of the finish line.
I'm quite a confident girl. I went to school, did my degree, everything. So I believe I'm intellectually intelligent. But to get on air, it's all about your creativity, it's about your personality. If people don't like your personality, that's the end of the job. So I was so scared. But I just told myself, you know what, the BFM have employed you. They must see something. Even if you can't see it, they see something in you. So just go out there and do your best. So I just sat there and I just said, you know what, if I mess up, I'm not going to die. I would just come back again on Tuesday, Wednesday and do it again. I just took a deep breath, went on air, uncaged my fear and thought, I'm just going to be myself. I'm working one of the best, or Lisa. If it doesn't work out, if I'm not good today, I'm sure he'll sit me down, tell me how to do it better, and I'll do it. And that's how I went in, and I just got better and better.
I just had to come to the understanding that it's all a process. So what do? How do I uncage the fear? I wake up every morning and I make sure I get to it. If I don't do it, I lose nothing. If I do it, and it makes sense, then I gain something. So why won't I try if I have the ability to try? I just uncage it by taking it one day, 1 week, 1 month at a time.
I uncaged that fear by living every day like it's my best and like it's my last, and just going for it every single day and working hard and being kind to people along the way, and of course never forgetting where I come from.
I realized that truly acting was the one thing that first I believed that I could be the best in the world at, and secondly, that I believed that my whole heart, my soul, my spirit would resonate with. So I made a decision to quit my job. That decision was months in the making. From the moment I had the thought to the actual point where I submitted my resignation letter was months. It was months of battling with myself, of fighting with everything that I thought that I knew about my faith and my purpose. No job, no foreseeable income. And I went ahead and I did it. And I would say that it's been one of the most important and best decisions that I ever made in my entire life.
I knew that I had to do something with my life. You know what I mean? I knew, or else I was gonna learn how to roller skate so I can share flyers in traffic. But yeah, MTV came, they put a big fence in front of me. I had to face the fear of being like a seed to making it into a tree. Trust what I'm saying? So I put that right in front of me, and I had to battle like 5,000 people plus or minus, and I came out on tops. Fingers crossed. Didn't eat nothing, and I think I drank like 7 bottles of that energy. I was on edge, I was hyper, and I was anxious. You know, it was kind of like intimidating because you had these people from the UK, these guys that studied in America, they came back with accents and stuff like that. And you be saying, Akute group, you can't even get a chance. They really travel, you don't travel now to go Benin. Do you understand? So I kind of put that together, the Lagos and the Edo sense, put that together, mix it up with all the movies and music that I've put in my life, and I came out on top.
How I was able to Uncage it was just, I decided to try. Signed myself up to a gym, started going to the gym. Every morning it takes the grace of God, strength, discipline, a lot of mental psyching to be able to wake up at 4:45 to say yes, I'm getting dressed to go to the gym.
Do exactly what you want to do, not what anybody feels around you. I made a mistake at a point by listening to people, like going into school to study agricultural science, when I knew I was meant to be an entertainer, I was meant to be an actor. I had that deep down, but I was afraid to say it to people because I felt they will not understand that this is who I am. I came to a realization that it takes 9 months for a child to be born, which means there is a process. Every hour, second, minute counts. You realize that if you waste an hour not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you will be more depressed, right? But so you rather just do it because it makes you happy, because you think it's going to take you a step closer to where you want to go. Do it with everything you have, everything, like it's your last.
The days when everything is just working against you, or you feel everything is working against you, but push yourself hard enough, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Just be yourself. Basically, I can't be you. You're unique in your own way. You can't be me.
Every challenge is something to embrace. Every fear is something to overcome. I never back down. I never give up. I wake up every morning. I know exactly what I want and I go for it no matter what it is. No matter how big or how huge or how daunting or how scary it is, I will take on that challenge. And as somebody said, courage is not the absence of fear. It's going ahead with the fear on the inside. Be ready for something. But that's totally different from being prepared for it. And if you're going to uncage your fears, you have to go through a season of preparation preparing yourself, developing yourself, strengthening yourself. It's like going to the gym in preparation for lifting heavy weights in a competition, or exercising every morning, doing a marathon run on your own, to the point where you actually go out and you take on a marathon challenge or a marathon competition. It has to be that you have prepared yourself, because if you do not prepare yourself, then you cannot uncage the power that you have on the inside of you to overcome that fear.
Face your fears head on. Go for it. Go for it. Plunge in. Whatever it is. Work hard, but take your time. Don't let anybody pressure you. Don't let your favorite celebrity pressure you. Everybody, we all have our demons. We all have our bad days. We all have, the particular goal that we feel like we can never reach. So no matter where you see your favorite, no matter where you see Beyonce, trust me when I say, behind her, there's some things that she feels like she needs to attain. Give life your best shot and understand that everything is vanity. Understand that people are more valuable than material possessions, because tomorrow they could be gone. But tomorrow I could lose this watch and I could get it if I work hard again at it. So it taught me to be kind, to love hard, and to go for it. Live life to the fullest, in my terms.
Fear would always exist, but what happens is how you tackle it. So just live each day, one day at a time. Try to be a better version of yourself. Take risk. You have up and down days, but how you overcome them is what matters, and it's what makes you stronger.
Is there something that you want to do but you are completely afraid? Is there something that looks completely insurmountable to you right now? Do not think about it. Do not think about how hard it is or how impossible it might be. Just do it. Focus on doing it and doing it the best way that you can. And if you don't get it right the first time around, you fall, but you get up and you do it again. And who knows, the second time around it just might work.
For everyone out there, whatever it is that you're afraid of, I feel that you should find the courage within you to face your fears. If you fail at something, so what? You can try again. You can move on to something else. I'm very glad and I'm very happy that I was able to just say to myself, and so what? And this is the third year and I don't regret my decision in any way, shape or form. So I guess you should learn to say to yourself, and so what?
You can actually be free. That is life on the other side of your fear. The most thing you should not be afraid of is you, because you yourself are your own fear. So if you can deal with yourself, I don't think anything else can stop. You understand? It could be sports, academics, it could be whatever you want to do. You want to be a fashion designer, you want to make shoes for a living, you want to make rings for a living. You wouldn't know until you do it. But the thing is, you just gotta keep trying, because you can't sit your ass at home. You can't. If you stay at home, nothing's going to come and meet you. So if your fear is heights, you gotta do something about it. If your fear is talking to a lot of people, you gotta do something about it. If your fear is the police, if your fear is actually what is putting you down, you have to do something about it. And you gotta do it yourself. Nobody's gonna help you.
Basically, they tell you to face your fears. You never really know how scared of heights you are until you climb up there. But it's crazy, I enjoyed it. I wanted to go again, but they don't allow me.
The lesson I'd give for you to uncage your fear is to just get up and do it. That simple. I know people have said this over and over again. I know you're probably thinking, Maria, this is not going to help me. I'm just talking rubbish. Trust me. When I was younger, people used to say that to me all the time, and I'd be like, thank you, but that's common sense. I think that we're not meant to be perfect. You're not meant to do things right the first time. There's so many of us in the world. Everyone's going to do things differently. So I just think the best thing to do is learn, and then just be bold. Just do it.
Uncage your fears and live freely. I'm just saying, for us that didn't do pressing keyboard and all those kind of things, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's not a shade, it's real. Don't you understand? It is real. I'm telling you, it is real. And for all those kind of things, you don't really know what is going to happen tomorrow. So when I left uni, I was happy. Yeah, guys, y'all make me look like a...
What happened?
Did you get that?
Alright. Ooh, too much. That's fine. So what's do? You can do it. Just get up and do it.
She doesn't scare!
Can she come here? Just a bit here. Because if not, I will get distracted and leave that way. Really though? But I didn't get scared, did I?
No, you're going to move.
Of course, I don't want it to hit me now.
Did we get it? Please tell me you got something.